Okay. I'm sorry. It's been like a year and a couple months since I've last posted on. But I know it is dead. It is a wild camel in the middle of a jungle. But I'm doing this because me and my other friend have talked about this, and we think it would be a good idea to do this. Okay. So, there is this guy on YouTube called qurxzy. He has changed his channel multiple different times. And, he has done some bad things. Very bad things. I will explain those later. For right now, I'm just going to give you a little bit of backstory of how we met him. I was at school one day. The year was like 2016 or 17. There was a new kid in class. His name was Ryan. I ain't gonna spell his last name out for reasons. From pretty much what happened, he came in and he thought he was the boss from my point of view. And one day I was walking home from school. He started his socking me in the back of the head. I didn't do anything about it at the time because I thought I was gonna get in big trouble for fighting back. Apparently later I figured that out that I wouldn't. And, well, that's kind of how we met him. Eventually we became friends, but that relationship would slowly decay thereafter over time. Okay. So, the reason why he thought he was boss, personally, I have no idea, but I think I have a very solid, explanation for why. I don't know the exact, well, what I'm trying to say is I do not know the exact reason why. It is like 1:30 in the morning, so I'm like tired right now when I'm streaming this, but never mind that. I don't know, I think there was something at his old school where he was really popular or something, and he came to my school, and he thought he was going to be like this huge popular person just when he first came there. Well, that wasn't the case until like next year or the year after. At the time, he was kind of like the new kid, kind of like I was the year before. And, well, after that, we figured out that we both had PlayStation 4s. Both different models, though. He's had multiple different PlayStations, like 2 or 3. I've only had this PlayStation ever since. I came into possession of this PlayStation at a raffle with my stepdad's dad. He won it, and we gave it to me because he thought that it would be good for the family, for us to entertain us. And besides that, well, we played, he figured out he liked Fortnite. At the time, it was like maybe season 6 or 7, or maybe even 8, I don't know. We started playing together. Well, at first it was a good thing because at the time I didn't really have any friends. I just kind of played games solo by myself. And and then we played a few matches together. And over the months and the years, in season 8 and 9, he started to become a little bit on the more toxic side, if you know what I mean. He started to get mad at me if I didn't carry the team. and we lost the game. And then later on, it only started to get worse over time, until I have video proof of this, by the way. If you go on his channel, look at his streams, you can have video proof of this. All this happening, but most of it is after Season X, though. After that, he then, well, he kept, like, there was a point where he got so toxic that even some other friends started to intervene. And yeah, so, and then I started getting toxic back to him, and then after that it was just a constant battle of being toxic to him, and him being toxic to me and being toxic back. Okay, and then, well, eventually it reached a boiling point around maybe Chapter 2, Season 2, or Chapter 2, Season 1. I think at the end of Chapter 2, Season 2. It reached a boiling point. I didn't become friends with him for months on end. I only recently tried to become friends with him again. I have learned that he has not changed one single bit. He has just been nothing but toxic. I'm just going to give you an example. On one of his streams, we were, playing Chapter 2, Season 2. Okay, I was riding a boat. He told me to go. At the time, I was trying to kill some people, to rack up some kills in the game. And then, well, where was I? Oh, yeah. Before there was this, Go Trooper before the skin came out. So it was a very rare skin. Stop with the cat, please, kidding. I don't think people really want to hear the cat on stream, okay? Okay, guys, and, then, well, we kept going down the river near Weeping, okay? We eventually made it to the agency. We got into a bit fight. He hopped out of the boat for no apparent reason. Literally no apparent reason at the time. And he just started trying to kill people. At the time I was still going, I didn't know he hopped out of the boat. And then eventually I did get out of the boat, but by the time he was already dead. And when I went over there, I was easy clapped because at the time I was a big bot person. And well, he got really mad. He's like, you're really trash at this game, bro. Like, how are you not, like, why didn't you clutch that? And before I was reviving my teammates, well, he went to the vault because he was a selfish bastard, and he grabbed all of the loot. All, you hear me, right? All of the loot for himself. We didn't even make it to the vault because Storm was pushing us. But he kills T and Tina, and he grabbed the key card and went into the vault. He got some loot. He had literally 3 shields on, and on him, he was max shields at the time. Our other teammates didn't have any shields and even had lower health. It doesn't matter. I was at max shields at the time because I found enough medicine to keep me alive. And then, well, we kept pushing and stuff because of the storm. And then we eventually, I found a boat, told him to get in. He got in, okay. The rest of the teammates were in the storm and they died. So they didn't come over literally right next to us and we would have died. The zone was very small. It was 5 damage and I was kind of low. I didn't want to take damage because I knew there was probably going to be an upcoming fight for sure. And, well, And then, well, I saw some people, I started shooting missiles from the boat, okay? He didn't do anything, he was AFK. He was playing on his phone, he thought everything was fine. He just started playing on his phone like it was nothing. Like just because I was driving a boat in the middle of a game, he just started playing his phone. In the middle of a Fortnite map, in the middle of a Fortnite game. He just started playing his phone. Because he was bored. Yeah, that's not the type of stuff you do. While I was fighting for my life and stuff, he screamed and I'm like, bro, I have to go AFK, what are you doing? Keep going. I was like, and then my mic was not on, because he stole my mic from me. Well, he didn't stole it from me, he just needed it at the time when I was being a good person. And I was like, yeah, sure, you can have it. But she eventually did get back. Oddly enough. And, so I wasn't able to speak throughout the stream at all. And, well, and then it's about time we get to the agency. Hops out of the boat, you know, the whole story I told you earlier. Then later on, I was, 1v1ing his girlfriend for no apparent reason, because he believed in her. I don't know why. I seriously do not know why I accepted it, because it was just something extremely stupid. Like, and then, okay, I was winning. I had, like, what, 5 points ahead. She was at, like, 0. I went AFK, and then she killed me, like, what, 15 or 10 times. And then it was his map, okay. He said that, oh, it's my map, my rules. If you go AFK, you can still be killed. And I was really mad because, like, okay, if you don't already think that's extremely weird, imagine this. You're in the middle of a Call of Duty match or Battlefield match, whatever you want to call it, Rainbow Six Siege. And, like, you go AFK for a second. And your teammates just kill you. And then, like, your teammates that you, like, your friends that you trust, just kill you. They just flat out kill you. Like, I know that extremely is irrelevant to the situation, but whatever. And then, okay, never mind. I'm getting back from the stream here. Well then I was really mad at the time, okay, which is understandable. And, well, then later on I was going to be wanting him and his girlfriend at the same time. Then they go double team kill me, which is pretty usual for this type of person, in my opinion, for this person. To double team me if I'm, you know, actually killing him. So he can crush my hopes and stuff. And, well, then he, I'm really remembering, I'm really not remembering stuff here, but, then, you know, they double killed me, okay? I was really mad at the time. This is the period where I was being toxic to him, he's being toxic to me. And, like, my mic, I'm still using the same mic that I used back then. And so you guys still might not be able to hear me. And stuff, but then, like, I was really mad, okay? This is just a couple of examples of what he's done to me, and and I'm not even counting with some of my friends. I actually have one of my friends here in the same room with me that is first-hand account that can confirm these experiences. Hold on, can you get onto my for a second and confirm these experiences?
So he's been a really toxic person in general. Like when he dies in Fortnite, he'd be like, oh yeah, I was just a lucky guy who got a lucky shot on me and all. And like, hold on, let me put this tag on. And like, he was trying to claim my clan, SYAK, By the way, if you want to join, you can. But I'm not trying to promote my clan. But anyway, he had a clan called SYLTK, which stands for Slate Throat Kid, which I probably shouldn't say on YouTube. So
Actually, it can be required, or else my mom's gonna wake up.
Anyway,
just step close to the mic.
So he tried to claim my clan by saying, "Oh yeah, you took some of the characters, you took some of the letters from SYLTK." And put it into your clan. Well, the thing is after we've 1v1'd, like first of 15 duos, my friend SY and Supreme Cat 14, otherwise known as qurxzy, we went up against Rylan and his friend, and we got clapped, and he said whoever gets the first of 15 has to delete their clan. Well, I did, and apparently he said he was just joking around for it, but like, I took it seriously because, well, you know, a deal is a deal and all, as you guys may know. And, well, and then I just got, like, super upset, and I was, like, muting my mic, getting a little more upset, texting qurxzy, otherwise known as SY and Supreme Cat, or Ashton, and, well, I was, like, texting him, telling him I don't want to lose my clan, and, like, I knew we were going to lose either way because, well, Rollins a really cracked, quotation marks, pro player. And, well, see, these are some of the experiences these are some of the experiences I've kind of had to go through because of, Rylan. But don't be sending him hate and going, wow, you have to do this to your friends to get you good or so. Just don't be sending him any hate, okay? He wasn't real. I don't know how to say it, just like don't be sending him any hate.
Yeah, don't be sending him any hate. It's not gonna do.
Don't
any
unsubscribe.
Good.
Don't. Yeah. Just
it's not gonna do.
Because he's he's not gonna notice, or he will notice. Not gonna. He will notice.
But he's not gonna care.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be good for anybody in the long run, because then the relationship between everybody's just going to get tenser and tenser until it gets to another boiling point where everybody's really mad at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also other people that have these first-hand experiences. I'm not sure if they'll got.
Lon Scythe and
Lon Scythe.
Crusade Kyo 78. Okay, so Lon Scythe is known to be my friend Andrew, and or not Andrew, but Nate, and like these guys have had these kind of first experiences because, well, he's been toxic to all of us. Crusade Kyo is Andrew, Lon Scythe is Nate, and they've been through this longer than me and my friend Ivy Poison, or Preston, as you may know. And like, they've went through this, you know. See, Ron thought he was bigger than me back at my other school that I still go to before he moved here into Prestonstown, and yeah, and then, well, he thought he was going to be bigger than me, and then we became friends in first grade, then we haven't been friends, because after I trolled one of his streams and pretended to be someone I shouldn't have, like, that really made our friendship break up, kind of. Well, not really friendship, but like, just kind of more of a
acquaintanceship.
Yeah.
Like a frenemy-ship or something.
Kind of like that. Like, I don't play with him as much because of how toxic he is and all. And, like, either way, like, he tries to get me to help his friends, even though, like, he barely even helps my friends, like Nate, Preston, and Andrew and all them. And sometimes he calls, like, some of my best friends, like my friend Preston or Andrew or Kellen.
Like bots or trash. Or...
And he'll just go, wow, you guys got lucky shots on me. You guys aren't even good and all that.
Yeah, like some really mean and nasty things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should end the stream here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See you guys later.